Hello again, this is Margery Wakefield with another video about the controversial Church of Scientology, whom I believe, but cannot prove, poisoned me exactly 2 weeks ago today. In response to this act, I have written a press release. It's called Press Release regarding the Church of Scientology. Subtitle: Conduct Unbecoming a Church. I state that when I was in Scientology, I had knowledge of a number of criminal activities, and I write at length about these different criminal activities that I was involved with and in as a Scientologist. Number 1, forced abortions. I had 6. I was forced to have them at Celebrity Center in Los Angeles. I go into some depth about these abortions. 2, murders. In Scientology, there's a procedure called R245, meaning routine 2-45, and the 45 stands for a Colt 45 revolver. Scientologists say this was a joke by Hubbard, but when I was in Scientology, I knew, as other Scientologists did, that this was not a joke. In fact, in our training, we had lists of people that if we met, we were to perform R245 on them. When I was in Scientology, doing volunteer work for the Guardian's Office, which is now known as the Office of Special Affairs, or OSA, I participated in planning 2 murders, one of Paulette Cooper and one of Michael Meisner. Paulette Cooper we were going to shoot. Michael Meisner we were going to throw overboard with weights. I don't know if either of these murders happened. I know that we planned them very seriously. Number 3, lying. There is a procedure in Scientology called Training Routine Lie, TRL. I drilled this with other Scientologists for hours. Every Scientologist knows how to lie to anybody outside of Scientology. This is why you cannot believe anything that a Scientologist says outside of Scientology. 4 is the disconnect policy. This is how Scientology breaks up families. When your family doesn't approve of Scientology, you are forced to write a disconnect letter telling your family you want nothing more to do with them. I believe this is criminal. 5, criminal activities. When I was doing volunteer work for the Guardian's Office, I was taught how to case buildings, how to break into buildings, how to break into Xerox machines, how to wiretap telephones, and how to destroy incriminating documents by setting them on fire in a red box. Remember, this is a church. And I did do these things, some of them. 6, covert operations run on enemies of the church. OSA, or the Office of Special Affairs, is very much like a private CIA. It is divided into a number of bureaus, each with a specific agenda. One of these bureaus has to do with covert operations, or ops. One of these ops was run on me 2 weeks ago, in which I believe I was poisoned by an OSA agent. 7, suicides and suspicious deaths. I know of several of each of these. I know of 5 suicides: Quentin H., Kyle B., Noah L., Greg B., and Mr. MC. Among suspicious deaths are Lisa McP. and Yvonne G. 8, blackmail. I personally had to go through pretty clear folders of people who were in Scientology looking for sexual or financial misdeeds that we could use to blackmail people. One of these persons was a U.S. attorney named Raymond Benoon, and I was assigned with finding information to be able to blackmail him in a court case. 9. Hypnosis without knowledge or consent. This was done on me and is done on every Scientologist. Number 10, brainwashing. This was done to me and is done to every Scientologist. Usually the brainwashing follows the hypnosis. 11, this was a new one for me, poisoning critics. This happened to me on January 27th, 2014. And is covered in my previous video. If you would like a copy of this press release, I invite you to email me on my personal email, wakefieldmarge@yahoo.com. It will be displayed on the screen. I will be happy to send you my previous affidavit and my press release free of charge so that you can learn what one of the more interesting churches in America does to people it doesn't like. Enjoy your reading. Thank you, Margery Wakefield.